Well, this is a learning curve, isn't it? What happened? What happened? I was in the middle of speaking. I was in the middle of a sentence about virtue epistemology when I couldn't record anymore. Here's what happened. I was recording on this little thing here, this little $39 Amazon Fire tablet. And it said you can record no more out of memory. So this is a learning curve for me. I'm learning how to record these videos for the first time. I've learned, don't do them on the tablet. Get out the old trusty laptop. So here I am. This is part B of your first online lecture. And we're discussing philosophy and religious belief. We're discussing Clifford and his belief that it is wrong always, everywhere, and for everyone to believe anything upon insufficient evidence. And I called this an instance of virtue epistemology. What is that about? Here's what virtue epistemology is about. You ever see that bumper sticker that says, it's not what you believe that makes you a good or bad person, it's how you treat people? Well, says Clifford, it actually is partly about what you believe. You can believe bad things. So, virtue epistemology says there's an ethical dimension to what we believe. Even in the most trivial matters. Even in the most trivial matters about, you say you believe in leprechauns. It doesn't just make you silly, it makes you bad. Because now you're in a bad habit. You're in a bad habit. Remember, virtues are habits. And vices are bad habits. Vices make you live less well. So you begin by saying, I'll believe in leprechauns even though there's no evidence for them. Well, what's to stop you from saying, I'll believe that vaccines cause autism even though there's no evidence for it? Look, if you believe vaccines cause autism, here's my advice. Read a medical journal. And you know what the first thing you're going to find when you start reading the medical journals? Is you don't know what the hell you're reading. Because that's really difficult stuff. You don't have a degree in medicine, probably. Next thing you're going to find is that there's no articles in the peer-reviewed journals that say vaccines cause autism. There's not one. You know, one guy in England published an article in a peer-reviewed journal that said vaccines cause autism. And he later admitted to a court, he made it up. He never did an experiment, he made up the experiments. He made up the study just to get a job. And then he went to jail. That's what happened. But think about the people who believe that vaccines cause autism. How did they ever get into that position of believing such a ridiculous thing? I'm willing to guess it's not the first ridiculous thing they've believed. You want to know where conspiracy theories come from? I'm going to give you my philosophy of conspiracy theories. I don't think you'll hear this from anybody but me. This is a Kovacs original theory. Conspiracy theories. What was that thing we read by Aristotle? Aristotle said, everyone wants knowledge. It's true. Everyone wants knowledge. But here's the thing about knowledge. It's hard to get. It's really hard to get. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hard work to get knowledge. You have to read a lot of books. But you still want it. Well, what do smart people have? Smart people know things that other people don't know. Everybody wants to be a smart person. But lots of people don't want to put in the work that it takes to become a smart person. So, they find a shortcut. Here's something you probably don't know, they say. The United States government is responsible for the coronavirus. They invented it in a laboratory. Yeah. Found it on a website. Conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are for dumb people who rightly want to be smart. That's a good thing they want. But wrongly don't want to put in the hard work it takes to get there. It's like taking steroids to get strong, except conspiracy theories don't actually work. They don't do anything. They don't help you. They make you worse. They don't make you a smart person. They make you even dumber than you would have been. So this is about the ethics of belief. This is what Clifford's trying to draw our attention to. If you're willing to be sloppy and believe things without evidence, if you're willing to be sloppy and just accept beliefs willy-nilly, eventually, inevitably, you're going to form a belief that's going to hurt people. Maybe it'll be your belief that you shouldn't vaccinate your kids. Maybe it'll be a belief that influences how you vote in an election. I have heard at election times the craziest, most nonsensical conspiracy theories. Things that you could just go online and look something up to find out if it's true. No problem. People don't bother with the most basic fact-checking. I hope you all know the website, Snopes.com, Snopes.com. If you hear something about a politician and you say, I wonder if that's true, that doesn't quite sound right, go to Snopes and look it up. They have fact-checkers who look into these things. This is the beautiful thing about the internet. It's incredible. It's incredible that we have in our pockets these devices where we can fact-check anything instantly, real time. And yet people still believe the most nonsensical stuff. You could probably think of some examples if you wanted to. Think about all the people who believe that former President Barack Obama was born in Kenya, that he's a secret Muslim. Just look it up online, you'll find it's not true. And yet I know people who made their entire political decisions, their voting decisions, based on this false information. I know people who I thought were intelligent, sharing a meme on the internet that supposedly in 1998, Donald Trump said in an interview that if he runs for president, he'll run as a Republican because Republicans are stupider and easier to deceive. Okay, look it up on Snopes. Donald Trump never said that, okay? You can fact check these things so easily. Why don't we? Because we have these bad mental habits. Bad mental habits. This is Clifford's claim. You say to Clifford, who cares if I believe in the resurrection of Jesus without evidence? Who cares if I believe in the virgin birth without evidence? Well, what's next? What's next? Where are you going to draw the line? Are you going to draw the line, vaccines cause autism? Hey, there's no evidence for it, but hey, I've never had a problem with believing things without evidence. Why should that bother me? Well, this is one of the four main positions when it comes to the relation between philosophy and religious belief. That religious beliefs require evidence. Now, let me draw your attention to something very important. Adherents of this view often, and Clifford's an example of this, often fail to say what constitutes evidence. What constitutes evidence? And that's the question I'd like to leave you with. What do you think would constitute evidence for the virgin birth? And by the way, see if you can come up with a criterion for evidence that can be applied to everything that you believe. Ask yourself, what beliefs do you have that you don't have evidence for? Talk about it. Put it in the comment box down below. Start the discussion. Okay, start the discussion. Remember, we've gone to a participation-based class. If you're watching this video for credit for my spring 2020 coronavirus special philosophical inquiry, there is now a 15% participation segment of your grade. So, I hope you're all safe and well. Sorry we had to divide this video into two, but we're learning as we go. Email me if you have any questions. I'll have office hours Thursday and Friday, just like I said. And bye now.